No.
You'll never get through.
You started too early.
I'll start in the middle of it.
Let's sing it. Let's do a canon. Let's do a canon song. Sarah, what song we do a canon? It's a good effort. Summer is a coming in. Summer things are coming in. Summer things are coming in. Now everything yes. I taught that to all my Catholic kids. One day they'll work it out. Somebody will tell them. Is this the bridge on which the restaurant stands? The one opposite where I live? Yeah. Yes.
What was the one? Yeah, it was like the one with the bells.
So just so you know, this is
Amazing.
about here.
Vader Jacob, Vader Jacob,
Vader Jacob, Vader Jacob,
I like how you're in Dutch and everyone else is in French. Everyone else is in
When you grew up, did you learn it in
What do you reckon, Raquel?
I have very little faith in myself.
Oh, grow in your self-confidence, girl. What have I taught you? Grow. You can
Wow,
do
I feel
this.
inspired. What can I say?
You can do this.
Raquel, why did you
I
move to
thought
the side of the girls?
you
Remains a question to be
to be
answered.
a
I'm not
brave,
sure.
independent woman. Correct?
I don't know what you said, but
face
sure.
the. Yay! We didn't hit. I
love the faith I've got in from my parents.
The baby's trying so hard. Oh, he's trying to keep up with your mummy and you're working so hard to do it. Look at you, you're racing. Oh, there's puppy. Oh, there's the daddy. Oh.
Hello. I'm not going to chat for too long, but I just wanted to give you a quick update on how everything's been since I've got back. First of all, it's very, very hot. It feels worse in London because obviously, I'm not spending the whole day in my swimwear and, in the pool. And obviously my flat is just absolutely not built for it. So not having a great time with that, but we're doing our best. One thing I discovered when I got home, we have a couple of plants. We've got 2 cacti and 1 flowery plant. And I'm not good with plants. I tend to kill them. And one of my cacti was looking really sad and dead. But I got back only to discover it must have flowered while we were away. Look at that. I actually didn't even know cacti flowered until Katie Rebecca from the Dear Hopefuls channel, because she has a bunch of cacti and shows us when they flower. It's very hard to keep this still and in focus. Hang on. Can you see that? Oh, I'm doing my best. It's so hard. So I'm very sad I missed that, but I don't know if you can see, the rest of the cactus looks quite dry and dead, so I don't really know what the story is. Maybe I should ask Katie Rebecca, but anyway, that's that update. Then on Tuesday, we went into town and just had a lovely day with my mum, grandmother, and sister. And I feel like we did something. Oh, we went to see Giant in the evening. This has been on my list since it was first in London about 7 or 8 months ago, but I was in Australia, so I missed it because it was on for a month and I was away for a month. And I'd heard such good things, and then obviously they won quite a lot of awards at the Olivier's, and then my father met someone who recommended Giant to my parents when they came, and so we booked it, and listen, we had seats up in the gods, and, the pricing for the show is a bit much, I think, but I thought it was an excellent play. I thought it was really, really, really good, and I could see from my seat, even though we were so high up. But yes, definitely enjoyed that. Then on Wednesday, I worked half a day, and then we went to the Harry Potter studios. Now, I loved going. I've always been a big Harry Potter fan. My thoughts on J.K. Rowling have changed a lot in the last decade or so, I would say. And I feel very, very, very funny about spending money on any of her products and also encouraging people to spend money on any of her products. We actually were able to get tickets for free. Long story, but we didn't actually pay anything, so I didn't feel as bad going. I do feel bad saying how much I loved it though, because I did love it. I had been twice, both over 10 years ago. I think it must have been, 2013, 2014-ish, I think. I mean, it was before I did YouTube, because otherwise I would have documented it. And between the first time and the second time that I went, a couple of things had changed. I think King's Cross was new at that time. Let me Google when they introduced King's Cross. Interesting. Platform 9 3/4 was added January 2015. So maybe I first went in either 2013 or 14, and then again in, I think I went summer 2014 and then again summer 2015. I think that's maybe what happened. So almost exactly 10 years ago since I'd last been. And so much had changed or been added. There was the Forbidden Forest, there was Gringotts, there was... You could go into Privet Drive. You couldn't go into Privet Drive last time. I'm trying to think what else. I feel like the art department maybe had expanded, but maybe I just didn't remember it as well. I don't know. I can't remember everything. But I must say, I loved it. Oh, there was like stuff from the Ministry of Magic, and there was just a lot, I think. And they're currently doing a Triwizard tournament feature, so though there were a couple of things added there as well, which were, I thought, really cool. So overall, I did have a great time, and I'm sorry. But again, I don't feel as guilty because I didn't pay for the tickets. So that was Wednesday, and then on Thursday, we went into Regent's Park. I'm trying to remember. We went to Regent's Park, walked around a bit, and then took a boat, which was really lovely. It was very, very hot though. That was the hottest day of the week, I think. But it was lovely to be on the boat. And then we ate at Mildred's, which I've been to, I think, twice or 3 times before. And it's really good. And my parents enjoyed it, which is good, and my sister as well. So we were all happy. But I've not been in quite a while, so it was nice to enjoy that. I must say, it's been lovely having my parents pay for things. I'm very capable, and, you know, I've spent the last however long paying for things myself, but that little break for a couple of weeks is very nice and very appreciated, because I know not everyone gets that respite. And not just the respite, it's also like, even if I have the money, I don't choose to spend it on things like eating out or even buying drinks or whatever, whereas when we're all together, we do, and then that's like a nice treat that I wouldn't usually give myself, even though I can. I'm thinking about making a video to do with what I've let my parents spend money on for me, because I don't like gifts. I don't like them spending money for me. But there have been a number of things I've been like, that you can pay for me. But I don't know whether to phrase it as letting my parents pay for things, or like what I'm letting my parents pay for, or whether to phrase it as, if I didn't think about money as much, this is what I would be spending my money on. I don't know. But we'll see if I do that, because I also don't want to come across as like too entitled or whatever. But then Thursday evening, we went to see Hadestown. And Hadestown is a show I've heard such great things about for years and years and years. And I listened to the music however long ago, probably when it was first becoming big, and I didn't take to it. But I have been curious to see it, but it's also been hard to get tickets and it's expensive. But my sister was really desperate. This was like the number one on her list. And so we went, and we had really good seats, which was amazing. We got a very good deal on seats. I still didn't love the show. I definitely enjoyed it more than I thought I would, but it's just not one that's completely hooked me. I do think I'd love to play Eurydice, though, to be fair. Wave for me was the standout for me, I would say. The way that was choreographed and shown and done was just phenomenal. It was a shame that we didn't get to see Desmonda. I was kind of looking forward to seeing her because I've watched her on the Mamma Mia I Have a Dream show. And I'm also sad that we missed Melania Labari? I can't remember. But she was Hermes before, and I don't think I've seen her in anything, actually. Maybe I saw her, no. I don't think I've seen her in anything, but I've been following her for the last few years, and so it would have been nice to finally actually see her live. Although I did see Victoria Hamilton Barrett. I might be getting all these names wrong, I'm not very good with names. But I saw her in Cinderella and in Hex. And I always find it fun when I know actors in the cast. I would say the standout for me was probably Hermes, whose name I can't remember, which is very annoying. And it was good, and I loved the musicians, and I loved the production overall. I just wasn't blown away by it. I don't know, I didn't take to it 100%. So that was Thursday night, and then today I worked, and now I'm gonna go for Shabbat soon, so that should be lovely. And yeah, it's been a real treat having my parents here, and my sister, but especially my parents. I've always said, half jokingly, although not really, that I would love for them to move back over this side of the world. And, you know, knowing it's not serious, but then having them here for even just a couple of days, I'm like, it would be so nice. It would be so nice if they lived over here. And obviously, like, this isn't an accurate reflection of what reality would be like, but there's just such a comfort. And I don't know, I'm very lucky to have a very, very strong relationship with my parents, but on the flip side of that, it means it's very hard to not have them around. But anyway, we've got a few more days to, be together and do fun things. Sunday especially is meant to be a really fun day because we're going to go to West End Live in the morning, or most of the day, and then we've got a party in the evening. Then my mum and sister are leaving Monday morning, which is going to make me very sad, even just the thought of it. I'm not happy. But my father is staying until Tuesday night, so I'll have Monday night and Tuesday night with him because I'll be working during the day. And then it's back to real life. But we're going to enjoy the days that we still have. All right, I just wanted to give that update. I don't know if this is going to be the end of this video and then that I'll start a new one for Sunday. I feel like that's likely because I feel like I have quite a lot of footage just from the last few days. And West End Live always provides a lot of footage, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll either see you in the next second or I will see you next week. Bye!